Never has a band's name been so on the nose. Now Would Be a Good Time is the debut record from Melbourne-based Heidi Peveril, Grace Sinclair and Jeannie Pilkington, aka Folk Bitch Trio. Yes, that is their name. And it heralds the arrival of a band focused on reconfiguring tropes around indie folk and singer-songwriter music, especially that which is written and performed by women and queer people. Because on the surface, Folk Bitch Trio aren't terribly distant from the likes of Boy Genius' slower tracks or their compatriot Julia Jacklin. But what sets them apart is, yes, there is sincerity and a diaristic quality to some of these songs, but there is also a darkness and a very dry sense of humour at their core too. However, that darkness is deftly balanced out by the band's dense three-part harmony, which weaves in and around these 10 tracks as if to illuminate the path for the listener. Like on the short interlude, I'll Find a Way to Carry It All, which strips back all instrumentation to let the band's vocals gleam as they sing of the dread of a relationship that is teetering on the brink. Or on That's All She Wrote, arguably the LP's darkest entry, which starts off somewhere confessional, but takes a murder ballad turn in the third act. And in that song's confessional beginning, as well as across the record, there are incredibly frank depictions of sex that are really rather refreshing to hear. Hotel TV recounts the guilt of having a sex dream, potentially about your ex, while sleeping next to your current partner. And the band really build a lather of grimness here as they layer that shame with the claustrophobia and liminality of staying in a hotel. The Actor, which is apparently about being dumped after watching your now ex's one-woman show, also captures the essence of terminal decline in one particular line. If you've listened, you'll know what it is. Sarah follows a similar vein, but plays the relationship folding in on itself theme much straighter as the song waltzes and lopes along, while mid-album highlight Cathode Ray dances around the specifics of a one-night stand that may or may not mean more than just sex. I mean, is that refrain blissed out or grossed out or just plain exhausted? We may never know. But in all honesty, Moth Song is where it's at. It's got this set of lyrics that depict some fairly horrifying hallucinations that linger in the air as they are drawn out as long as humanly possible. And somewhere along the way, a flurry of strings emerges from the abyss for a short, fleeting moment, like the tinges of violence and decay at the edges of the lyrics. It's a deeply haunting 5 minutes and feels like a song that is to be treated with absolute gravity. Now, that's not to say that the rest of this record shouldn't be treated as such. It's a thoroughly modern take on indie folk rock that absolutely commands your attention, but with profanity, humor, and surreal nightmarishness at the very core of their being and ethos, Folk Bitch Trio are asking, maybe even demanding, that we don't treat their music as gospel. And I just think that that's a cool way of going about it. Filthy dream.